necessary to brew Coors Light down as low as 34 degrees? Do the mountains really need to turn blue when your beer's as cold as the Rockies? You be the judge. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Well, I hate to do this to a guy that's not here to defend himself anymore, but you'll remember earlier this year we put on a play of Aaron Curry. I don't know if you remember that touchdown run or not of Michael the Burner Turner, but it was a touchdown run that Burner ran off tackle and Aaron Curry runs with the tight end in a play pass situation, totally immune and blind to what was going on the field and having an awareness of the people around him. And thus I will call this the anti-Aaron Curry play, because his replacement, fourth-round rookie KJ Wright, comes onto the scene and really shows a grasp of the entire defense, and more importantly, a grasp of what Baltimore was doing offensively. So you give KJ credit, you give Ken Norton credit. In fact, KJ talked about this play after the game and how he and David Hawthorne were communicating through the play as to what was going to come next. How do you do that? Well, I always go back in these Chalk Talks to look at the personnel group. That is the first tell. That's the first tell for a quarterback when he looks at a defense. Is this regular? Is this base? And many times that will dictate, and you can anticipate then the coverage and the alignment of the safeties that follow the personnel group. And likewise, the defense can look at an offense and say, okay, I see your big fullback in here, the guy with the neck roll and the huge bulge and the guy that likes to blow people up. I see you're in a two-back alignment with one tight end. And as they've done their study, they've realized this is a heavy run formation for them. And in fact, the play called here is going to be strong left. In the West Coast vernacular, 93 lead. And you can see all of the action, and that's just a downhill. You're trying to get your fullback onto Leroy Hill and run off of it and get your double teams and your block out, and ultimately they're going to combo on the safety, and that's going to be the run call. Now, Joe Flacco, a quarterback, sees what defensively? Joe Flacco looks at this picture and says, oh, okay, I see off man coverage. I see a strong safety in the box, and like we always also talk about, let's start looking at box count. Keep it simple, stupid. And at quarterback, how many people do I have in the box? Oh, I got 8 in the box. Well, that leaves me, as you can see, one-on-one outside. Cam Chancellor in the middle of the field. I got Anquan Bolden in off coverage. I've got my flanker receiver on Brandon Browner. I can pick my side. I've got off coverage if need be. But anytime you run that 93 blast and you have all that action going that way, the natural hot throw is always to the wide side of the field. It's going to come to Anquan Bolden. Go back and when you look at this play, look at KJ Wright. Not only do they communicate pre-snap with David Hawthorne, the two of these guys talking, and he talked about that after the game. Okay, here's the personnel, here's the play, be alert for the run. And then off of the run, well, what's coming off of the run if indeed Joe Flacco gets away from it? You've seen this how many times? Just a hot throw, right? Well, not the Baltimore Ravens. They try and take advantage and not just get a little hot throw here, but hit that slant and then maybe hit the big play off of it. KJ Wright has awareness. He sees what's going on around him. He has instincts. He has size, because remember, and we've had this chat all week, KJ Wright is what? He's a 6'5", 250-pound linebacker. So instead of just running blindly, okay, once he sees the tackle come down, instead of running blindly like Mr. Aaron Curry did for so many plays, for so many years, KJ says, no, I'm going to be sound in my assignment. I'm going to see if Flacco with 8 in the box may just throw that little slant hot route. Oh, and indeed he does. He gets his hands up. He tips it. David Hawthorne makes a play. They go +3 in the turnovers, and they win against Baltimore largely because they run it, because they take it over and turn it over as they did, and because Mr. Rookie, KJ Wright, has an awareness. He's the anti-Aaron Curry, and he makes a significant play in the game.